So interestingly, I didn't meet my grandfather Raj Kapoor growing up. Uh, uh, I was born a couple of years after he passed away. So whatever I know of him is through my mom. Rima was very close to him. uh, uh, Food in our family is something, and most Indian families and families around the world is a catalyst to bring people together, to reminisce about good times, memories, have fun with it. And it's been a large part of our culture growing up, and those are things that I saw growing up more than films and cinema. I actually saw food, banter, chaos, that Punjabi household that's really a house on fire, it's something that I inculcated, with my grandma growing up at a home in a bungalow very young. In fact, I also have a food business, which is, something I started a couple of years back, inspired by a couple of these generational household recipes I improvised. So at that juncture, I remember it was right around Raj Kapoor's 100th birthday, and I was talking to my mom. Rima was very close to him, and it was, I just thought fusing Raj Kapoor's 100th birthday with food, which is something that this family has loved, to really reminisce and tell a beautiful story, would be great. And that's what mom and me were discussing, and that's how this all started, where I took this project to Netflix, and I met Smriti along the journey, and that's where we are right now.
Thing that I think makes this special and makes the Kapoor family special is I didn't have to change anything at all. Because they are actually what we really wanted to show, and was important for Armaan to show, is not the celebrity side of the Kapoor family, because we all know that, right? We see that every day.
Yeah.
He wanted to show how they are when they're together behind closed doors. And that's what we really tried to capture, is just the fun that they have together, the way that they're so connected to each other, the way they tease each other, all of that, the respect and the love that they have for each other. And that to me felt very relatable. It just, all of my work in one form or another is about family. And this was just making, another project about this really, really wonderful, beautiful family that just happened to be the biggest stars in the world.
I think we were pretty convinced with the vision that we had for this film and what we really wanted to do. We want to celebrate Raj Kapoor's 100th birthday through something that we all understand as a family. We all understand, the small nuances with food, with traditions, with, certain values that have been passed down multiple generations. And that's what we really wanted to showcase. So I think they were completely aligned with the thought process. These are the same memories that they have had growing up. So, it wasn't, it was a very smooth process, kind of, taking this concept. We were very clear with what we wanted to do with this particular piece. And yeah, I mean they were on board. Netflix have been great partners as well, trusting me. It's my first piece as a producer, showrunner, and I played a part in it as well. So I think it all came together. I have great partners in my production house as well, so it was a team effort. I went to Smriti, who herself is a big legacy keeper. So understanding that vision, and to bring that to life, we needed a team. So I think everything came together beautifully. And I think the one line is, carrying on legacy, and legacy. Of course, we have a large cinema legacy, but even food is a certain legacy that we want to carry forward. So I think we were clear with what we wanted to do.
Hopefully you agree, is Rima Auntie.
Oh,
When
of course,
Rima Auntie calls, no one says no.
hundred
Especially
percent.
if it's going to be fish curry, right?
No, 100%. I mean, she's like the heart. That's my mom is always been like the heart of the family. I mean, whether it was my grandma, a couple of years, I mean, back when she was alive, and her. I think these are the, batons that are passing down generations, and that's what we wanted to do. I mean, be that pillar of strength for the entire family, and the Kapoors, like, families come together in good and bad times. Good times, of course, but the main thing is coming together for each other in bad times, and that's what we are for each other, and that's what we want to really showcase.
I think, one is just to create an environment, on the day of the lunch, create an environment where the cameras felt like they disappeared, so we shot everything handheld. There were no retakes. It was really, we didn't, orchestrate this and that. It was really just a lunch like they would have planned, even if the cameras weren't there. We of course did a little bit of, Armand made it special with the menu and the plating and recreating, the chamber bungalow and everything like that. which was really amazing to see people's reactions to that. But it was really about creating an environment so that it was really the focus for the family was for each other, kind of seeing and reuniting with each other, and then having these moments built into our plan, that Armaan had planned for the day that would evoke that kind of nostalgia, so recreating the Chambers bungalow not only in the garden, when everyone arrived, but also the dollhouse, that was so beautifully recreated, of the bungalow, and then the meal. I mean, I think that's the number one thing. No one can maintain when there's good food. I feel like good food triggers, and especially if it's nostalgic food, you can't maintain any kind of pretense around that, around those aromas and around, what that triggers in your memory and all of that. So as soon as that food started coming out, then everyone's, even if they had any kind of like, oh, we're here, filming, all of that dropped because then you just get consumed by, all the memories that the food evokes. So yeah, it was really just about my team, the production crew, keeping a very light footprint, so that the family just felt like this was, one of their gatherings without cameras there. Should I go first? Oh, well, for me, the biggest discovery on this project was Rima Jain, who I think still there's time that for her to become a massive star that she deserves to be because I just find her just so charismatic, and just I we got along instantly from the minute we met, and she's just an incredible person. And I think of everyone in the family that I met, the true embodiment of her father, more than anyone else, I would say. So I think she was really surprising to me, just in terms of the way that she embodies her father and his talent and of course the values and everything. And then I guess I was mostly surprised by Ranbir and how sentimental, he is about everything. He had the most, like, I think almost near tears moments, when they were showing the dollhouse came out and the photos and everything. I think he has a very, he's very sentimental, it seems to me, at heart. And I wouldn't expect that. I don't know him well. I've only interviewed him, as Ranbir, big star kind of thing. So to see that side of him was really amazing and surprising to me.
I was, I wasn't surprised. I mean, everyone weren't guarded because the Kapoors are uninhibited. That's the way they are, behind closed doors, and that's exactly what you see. So they were just, I mean, just being themselves. In fact, a couple of them asked me, "Are cameras rolling?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's been rolling for a long time." So, oh my God, I hope we haven't said or done anything wrong. I was like, "No, no, 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 it's great," and everyone's just being themselves. So, I mean, everyone had their guard down. When we come together, and that's the beauty, right? I mean, you just forget about everything, and that's what families do to each other. Just enjoy with themselves very purely, and have good fun with it. So it didn't feel like a shoot day at all. It felt like family getting together and really having a good time.